Hello, Susan Young here. In this video, I will be sharing Shopaholic, 3 ways to curb your shopping addiction. A closet stuffed with new clothes, many with the tags still on. Shopping bags loaded with items you bought but never used. A wallet full of credit cards for every store under the sun. Secret trips to the mall and a growing mountain of debt. If any of these sound familiar, you might be a shopaholic. Roughly 6% of adults in the United States suffer from compulsive buying disorder, better known as a shopping addiction. The stereotypical shopping addict has characteristics of a flighty fashion maven who's mortgaging her future to buy the latest designer clothes. While it's true that the vast majority of shopping addicts are women, not every compulsive shopper is buying designer dresses and shoes. They might be loading up their carts with toys for their kids, home decor items, kitchen gadgets, and books, whatever it takes to fill the rush they get from buying something new. What's behind the urge to splurge? Plain old materialism drives some shopping addicts, but others spend compulsively because they felt deprived in childhood, enjoy the thrill of shopping, are seeking approval, or have a problem with impulse control. Many are extroverts and score high on measure of neuroticism. Shopping addiction is related to symptoms of anxiety, depression, and low self-esteem, and shopping may function as an escape mechanism for or coping with unpleasant feelings, although shopping addiction may also lead to such symptoms. For someone who isn't a shopping addict, the cure seems obvious. Just stop shopping. But breaking a crippling shopping habit is rarely that simple. A shopping addiction is not a disease of intellect. It's a disease of emotion. Unfortunately, most families members, along with mental health and financial experts, make things worse by focusing on the 2 areas that usually lead to even more shopping: shame and logic. What's wrong with you? Don't you know better? How can you be so self-centered and selfish? Trying to use logic, if you spend too much, you won't have money to make the car payment, tends to be just as ineffective. Shopping addicts can try cutting up their credit cards or freezing them in a block of ice, but that move, while a helpful start, probably isn't going to get to the heart of the problem. If you suspect you might be a shopaholic, these steps might help you kick the habit for good. The first one is avoid temptation. Most people can't quit shopping cold turkey. You still need to buy groceries and toilet paper after all. But if you're struggling with a shopping addiction, you do want to avoid places where you're likely to overspend. For some, that means taking a longer route home from work to avoid the mall. For others, it might mean unsubscribing from a deal of the day emails and removing shopping apps from your phone. Alcoholics don't hang out in bars, am I right? Those with shopping problems shouldn't hang out in stores or malls just to kill time or pass an afternoon. I may indulge in a little mindless shopping every now and again, mostly on vacation, but I rarely go to the store without having thought about what I need to buy first. I go in, I get out, and get on with my life. I usually make a list before I go to the store, and that's all I buy. The second one is cultivate other hobbies. Shopping addicts may indulge in retail therapy to fill a void in their lives. Others have let their spending addiction get so out of control they no longer have time to do the things they once loved, like spending time with family or engaging in other hobbies. Cultivating alternative pastimes or consciously making more room in life for things you used to enjoy means you have another outlet to focus on when you're tempted to hit the stores. While I used to focus a highly disproportionate amount of energy on shopping and clothes, I have now cultivated some other interests, including my growing love for photography and cooking. Instead of running out to the mall to help manage stress, I now am more likely to grab my camera and go for a walk by the water near where I live, says Denise, a friend of mine from San Diego who is a shopaholic. Now, the third one is to get help. Shame and guilt often accompany a shopping addiction. Support groups like Debtors Anonymous provide a safe space for you to talk about your struggles with money and shopping. Looking at an expert in compulsive buying disorder, April Benson, who runs the Stopping Over Shopping website, has a virtual 12-week group therapy program for shopping addicts, along with her other resources like a text message program that sends supportive messages to overspenders. Some shopping addicts benefit from one-on-one therapy, especially if their compulsive buying is linked to other mental health issues. In order to find a permanent fix, you need to uncover the reason behind your spending. Now, if you find after spending too much you get your finances out of order, this is what I recommend. Go to YouTube channel Zero Debt Coach. Brad Long can direct you with your finances. Brad and I will be working together to help you to be successful. When you go to his channel, tell him Stop Big Spending or Susan Young sent you there. Question of the day. Have you been trying to learn how to curb your spending addiction? Feel free to share below. How are you doing with this video so far? If you like this video, hit the like button below. Check out my website at www.stopbigspending.com. Leave me your email address at the Contact Us page on the website, and I will inform you on my next videos coming up. See you next week here on YouTube, and see you in social media. You have a great week.